Hello my friend, this is Phil again and welcome back to my channel. So in this episode, I'm going to show you that Bethesda listened to us and moved one tiny step forward in terms of legendary crafting. So yesterday Bethesda just did another patch on the PTS. If you are interested on all the changes they did in that patch, I will put the link down below in my description area. You can click in and see all the changes they did. But here I'm going to focus on what they did to the legendary crafting because that is the main concern currently from the community. We actually sent thousands of messages on their Discord and finally they listened. So in this patch, they did some tricks on the legendary crafting, which is positive, although it's very minor, I would say. So what they did is they removed the stars on the legendary cores. Now we only have one type of legendary core. Let me find it. Where is it? There it is. So now you remember we used to have 1 star, 2 stars, 3 star, 3 tiers of legendary cores for different stars of weapons and gears crafting. For example, if you have 1 star legendary core, you can use it to craft only 1 star legendary gears. If you have 3 star legendary cores, you can craft a 3 star legendary gear. But now Bethesda removed all the tiers from the legendary core. You can only get one type of legendary core. By doing so, they actually removes the possibility you're gonna get 1 star or 2 star legendary cores, which most of the players probably not gonna use them anyway. And that means when you do any event or any daily ops, as long as you do them, you will surely get some legendary cores, which is definitely gonna be usable for you. I mean, that is definitely something positive, something Bethesda moved to the right direction. However, they didn't touch the root of the problem, and that is the legendary modules. If you remember in my previous video, I mentioned you can only gain a certain amount of legendary scripts because there's a cap on every day. And with that amount of legendary scripts, you can only buy a certain amount of legendary modules. And remember, each module costs 50 legendary scripts. So by the end of the day, you can only craft 1.4 3-star legendary gear per day. And that is the bottleneck. It's not the core. Okay, so previously the dropping rate for the legendary core is very high already, and the legendary module is actually the bottleneck, but Bethesda is not touching that main problem. Yet I hope they will do something about it later, for example, to lower the cost per module from 50 scripts maybe to 10-20 scripts that are gonna allow us to buy more modules every day and craft more every day. And there's one more thing Bethesda just changed. They add in some legendary crafting UI. It's pretty neat, I would say. I will give them that. That's a good design. Let me show you what it looked like. Let's say we try to craft a 3-star power fist. Until here, everything's the same. If I make, you can see on the left hand side of the screen, you see all the legendary effect has been shown as the list down there. And more than that, Bethesda fixed the bug that every time you do a legendary craft, it's actually forced you to quit the crafting window. Now you can keep on crafting without quitting anymore. I can see the animation is pretty cool. I like it. Now, Bethesda also changed the drop rate for the legendary cores. You can get the legendary core from public events as well as daily ops now. So for the public event, there's 2 tiers of public events in terms of how many cores you can get. The first tier is always the end game event, which includes the Scorched Earth, the Encrypted, the Colossal Problem, the Project Paradise, and this time Bethesda put another event in this highest tier, which is the free range. That is wonderful. I mean, it's definitely a welcome movement. So in all of this end game event, they're gonna give you different numbers of cores. For example, Scorched Earth gives you 5 legendary cores, which is guaranteed. And if you do Encrypted, the Colossal Problem, they will both give you 8 legendary cores. And if you do Project Paradise and the free range and have 3 creatures alive by the end, you're gonna get 8 legendary cores as well. If you have only 2 animals left in these 2 events, you're gonna get between 4 to 8 cores. For all the other public events, you're gonna have 1 to 3 legendary cores. And the rate is 20% chance to gain 3 cores, 32% chance to gain 2 cores, and 48% chance to get only 1 core as a reward. The Meat Cook and the Finish Day, these 2 events will give you 1 to 2 cores if you have a good result. And if you have a bad result, you're going to have between 1 to 3 cores. It's going to be the same as all the other public events. So in the daily ops, if you reach rank Elder, you have the chance to get 1 to 3 cores. And the drop rate is exactly the same as public event. Currently, there's no core will drop from pails and presents from the treasure hunter and the Christmas event. So again, Bethesda is encouraging players to do all the public events now. I think that's definitely a right move. By doing the public events as well as the daily ops, I'm sure you're gonna get enough force to carry out your legendary crafting. If you have enough legendary module as well, which again, as I mentioned, it's a bottleneck. Currently, you won't be able to do so. But in terms of number of core used for every type of crafting, for 1-star legendary, you need 1 legendary core and 2 legendary modules. For 2-star legendary mode, you're gonna need 3 legendary core and 3 legendary modules. For 3 stars, you need 5 legendary core and 4 legendary modules. So the legendary module number doesn't change, but the number of core needed is changed to 1, 3, and 5. So overall, I think Bethesda is moving to the right direction, although it's very slowly and giving the feeling that reluctantly as well. It's because we have been pushing them so hard in their Discord. And of course, they did something else in the last patch. For example, now the quad legendary effect can be rolled on all automatic weapons, which including heavy gun. Imagine you're gonna have a quad Gatling laser with power user perk equipped. You have 4,000 rounds per magazine. That is insane. I don't think Bethesda did this purposely. They was trying to fix a bug which disabled the quad to be rolled on automatic rifles, including the 10mm submachine gun, as well as the automatic handmade and fixer once you move them. But apparently, they overtuned, as they always do. That's not really surprising me at all. And also, they released a lot of cosmetics as well, and here is a few of them. There is a link which actually shows every single one of these new cosmetics. I will give you the link down below in the description area. You're welcome to have a look. I'm not going through them here in my video now. So if you like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumb up and subscribe to my channel, and thank you very much for your support so far. But until next time, Feel Against out.